What's up? We're at the world's largest miniature world where basically it took over 1 million man hours to make, over 45 million euros. This is also the world's largest RC scale train railway in the world. There's also a miniature airport. A lot going on, over 1,000 trains, and today I'm going to show you guys around. So let's have a closer look. Later. I've traveled to Hamburg, Germany to check out the impressive Miniatur Wunderland. An intricate miniature world that's as big as London's Hyde Park. 12 separate sections representing different areas around the world are connected by a Guinness Book of World Records longest model railway. That's 16 kilometers of railway tracks, which is like 2 Mount Everests stacked on top of each other. And if you combine all the mileage on the trains, it's enough to go around the world 26 times. A total of 1,040 trains, 12,000 wagons, over 10,000 buildings, and more than 300,000 little miniature human figurines populate this tiny universe. We're about to walk around this huge miniature world, check out the behind the scenes of how this incredible operation is kept running, and meet the creators, who, by the way, even created a little miniature Supercar Blondie herself, which will remain part of Miniatur Wunderland's Monaco section forever. So if you ever go, see if you can find her. Our first stop on the Miniatur Wunderland train journey, Nufingen International Airport, which took an incredible 4 million euros and 6 years to build. All right, now this is the world's largest miniature airport. It's also the world's first miniature airport. So you have over 400 planes in Miniatur Wunderland. Take a look, you have Air France, you have Condor, you have FedEx planes, you have Lufthansa, you have Europcar here for your car rentals. It's gonna take off, ready? And he's off. Now the airport is called Nufingen Airport, it's made up, but it took over 6 years to build, over 4 million euros, and it's over 150 meters squared. You're gonna see there's over 45 different airplanes. You have A380s, you have Cessnas, you have Star Wars craft. You have everyone doing their job. You have the storage trucks driving around, you have the airplanes taxiing for takeoff, you have people handling the luggage, the gas over there. So let's go through this. All right, look, so we're underneath Miniatur Wunderland right now, so you can see kind of the bones. So here, a lot less decorated, but you have, wooden columns. You can see that the surface is actually just kind of like a plaster. And you still have the trains and cars kind of driving around. You have some in the back going about their business. And what's cool is that all the individual trucks and cars, when they run out of battery, they're programmed to drive through the back and charge themselves. So if you look closely, for example, the fire truck has these little metallic bits on the sides. So these metallic bits that stick up, they run through here and they get charged through these other metal plates. And when they're done charging, they reverse by themselves, get out of here, and go back to the airport. It's super impressive. There's so much software engineering behind all of this. From the outside, it looks easy and it just flows, right? But you have tech everywhere. The software is built in-house. The hardware is built in-house, basically. We have all this programming that makes everything work. When we go to the other side, you're gonna see the behind the scenes. So when an airplane takes off from the public view, it goes through kind of that little cloth, lands here, and then it'll do the cycle all over again. It's so funny. If I didn't know, I would literally think that the security screen is like an actual airport. Moving on from Nufingen Airport, I then headed over to Scandinavia and checked out the fjords. This took 140,000 hours, and it's got a surface area of 300 square meters. You have actually 30,000 liters of real water. Look at the size of this cruise ship. It's huge. This, if you flipped it over, if you poked a hole in it, it would actually sink. 30,000 liters of real water. It completely goes end to end. On the other side is a snowy area, and it's got 2 kilometers of railroads. So you're gonna see that going this way, but throughout Scandinavia, 2 kilometers, 2,000 meters. The railway runs throughout the whole of Wonderland, traveling through Hamburg, Italy, and into the USA, where we checked out Las Vegas and Florida, and then my favorite, Area 51. So moving past the Nevada desert, we have Vegas. So in the middle you have the Luxor, that's the pyramid, and then you have all the whole kind of amusement parks inside the city. King Kong's at the top of the tower. Do you see that in the middle? King Kong. And then you have drive-in cinema. Think that's gonna turn on? Oh! Can you imagine they played a whole movie now? Rocket's taking off. This is cool, and to be honest, I had some expectations of Miniatur Wonderland, but I didn't think that it would go into this much detail. It's so sophisticated. Anyways, let's move on. Now, below Mount Rushmore, you have this little base, but doesn't look like much is going on. But here we have a button that says Area 51. So watch what happens if I press it, because it's actually underground, just like the real thing. So there you have like a spaceship, maybe being reverse engineered, maybe some American black projects, you know, top secret right here. You have the little planning board right there, like you have a portal opening up. Maybe they discovered how to travel to different dimensions or realities. And look, there's some aliens inside the portal. That's cool. Dudes with hazmat suits working on something suspicious down there. And they have a cow. Because why not? You know, we never know what's going on in there. But on the other side, you have this sign, International World Domination. This represents like a secret underground military bunker where, look, they filmed the moon landing. This is kind of like the conspiracy corner. So even on a miniature level, you have the elites trying to dominate the world. Look, if you look very closely, it says Illuminati. And one of the panels right there, it says Illuminati. That's pretty funny. And there's the, like a Loch Ness Monster submarine. For you guys to get an understanding of how big this place is, they even had to build a bridge and expand into another building. So we're literally crossing to see Rio de Janeiro. So we have obviously the beach. We have Christ the Redeemer up there, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And this is about 46 square meters of surface area. You're gonna see it go all the way to the end. And it was built in collaboration with South American model builders, the Martinez family, one of the best in the business. And this is what you get. It looks great. Makes me wanna go to the beach. Being Rio, need to have the carnival. Oh yeah. This is on my bucket list. Over here, the favelas. You know, this is where Neymar came from, so we can thank the favelas for making Neymar. They should have a little football pitch somewhere around here. All right, this is the area. This is where some of the best football players in the world are made. Mini football pitches in the favelas in Brazil. Next up on my trip around this miniature world was Switzerland. I think this is one of the most visually impressive parts of the entire Wonderland because of how high up it goes. It's actually 2 floors. You can see people up there on the kind of a balcony. I poked my head out right behind that bridge at the beginning of the video. So next to the mountainous region, what is Switzerland also known for? It's chocolate, and they have a chocolate factory. It's actually a Lindt chocolate factory. And when I press this button, the machines start turning, and over here you can see how unwrapped chocolate gets wrapped through this little machine right there. So it goes in, gets wrapped, and then, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a little piece of chocolate for myself. There you go. And this is not just for show. I mean, this, you open it up, it's actually wrapped, and you have real Lindt chocolate. Tastes right. Take a look. little Swiss concert going on. Lights are going to go down and the concert's going to start. Okay, if you want, you can press it to activate DJ Bobo. Yeah, it's DJ Bobo. That's right. DJ Bobo. Bobo. I was keen to see how a miniature world is even made. So I met up with Garrett Braun, one of the co-creators who, together with his twin brother Frederick and a friend, brought this incredible world to life. All right, guys, we're here with Garrett, who is one of the one of the co-founders. He actually founded this with his twin brother and one of his friends.
Yes.
So, okay, how did you go about starting all of this?
We had a nightclub, dancing all the nights.
Okay.
And my twin brother was ready for doing something on the day and not at night.
Okay.
And he had the idea. It was a phone call, and he told me, Garrett, I have the idea to build the biggest model railroad in the world. That's our future.
Wow, okay,
And
okay.
I said, okay.
Did you guys have any kind of background in that space?
Not really. We played with our model trains being a child.
Is everything made by hand? You guys...
Nearly. The small figurines, not all, you can buy them, but most of the things we built by our own.
Because this is literally, I mean, each flamingo is being placed one by one. And that's a lot of flamingos.
How many, Sönke? We designed them on the computer, and it's 3D printing. The colors and everything else is made by hand.
So you painted the flamingos?
Yes.
I mean, if you consider the scale of the entire miniature world, just even drilling the hole by hand one by one, it just, yeah, it's a lot of...
3,000 times.
Yeah. I know we're here, we have some cars, so obviously as a supercar page, this is kind of right up our alley.
A few years ago, we could buy these cars.
Yeah.
But today, no manufacturer takes $100,000 to build the first one to bring it to the market. So we have to do it by our own.
So
we
these
create
are
them on the computer, then 3D printing, then painting and put together. You can't buy them.
So this is made in-house?
Totally.
There you go, a Tesla.
So here you see the new electric cars from Kia, Hyundai, Volkswagen. You can't buy them.
Okay.
Because at the moment we're trying to put many electric cars on the layout, because in the normal world 2 or 3% are electric.
Yeah.
On our layout, nothing.
Yeah,
because there are no manufacturers for electric models.
Yeah.
So we have to do it by our own.
I'd also heard that Miniatur Wunderland had created something one of a kind just for Supercar Blondie, so I couldn't wait to chat to the model makers to find out what this was. All right, so let's speak now with Teresa. She's one of the model makers.
Hello.
So she's working on a very special project right now. She's actually working, let me see if you guys can guess who this is. Ready? Take a closer look. Does that ring a bell? That looks awfully familiar with the hat and the blonde hair and the pants, but you know the black pants? They look too plain. I think that they're missing something, you know?
Yes, the dots.
The dots, that's right. There we go. Now the pants have become designer pants. Now it's starting to look more like Alex. The price of the pants just went up.
The little things in life.
That's right, that's right. It's amazing what a couple of dots can do. That actually looks a lot more like Alex now. There you go. Alex's new home was going to be Miniature Monaco, which boasts a stunning marina with 175 luxurious yachts, the picturesque old town of Monacoville, and St. Nicholas Cathedral. And the crown jewel of this miniature marvel, the Formula One circuit, a highlight that's been in the works for over 11 years and cost 5 million euros to create. What's crazy is that even the Formula One races are live streamed on these little tiny mini TVs. And when there's a winner, it's also announced and celebrated on the podium just like the real thing. So yeah, we'll get her reviewing.
Over here?
Yeah, like she's reviewing a car in the middle of Monaco. That's actually believable.
Oh.
Yep. And there she is.
So, ready.
And she's set in stone. That's pretty cool. So guys, that is what $45 million of Miniatur World looks like. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope Mini Alex enjoys her new mini home. As I said earlier, if you ever go, see if you can find her. Let us know in the comments what your favorite area was. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and see you next time.